Morning everyone. Students, chapter number 12, Consumer Protection. So we have started this chapter and I have given one video of this chapter, and in the previous class we have discussed its definition, the rights of consumers and the responsibilities of the consumer. We know that today the time is of the consumer and consumers are the king of the market. If one wants to have success in this field, so they have to satisfy the customers while performing the social services. Okay, they must take care of all these things. They should take care of all the rights of the consumers, and they should satisfy all the needs and requirements of the customer. Means they have to keep their customers satisfied. Only then they can progress. Well, all these things we have studied. Fine. Now we know that even after this, some businessmen are there who don't follow all these things, and they indulge in certain anti-social activities, right? So like hoardings and black marketing, less weight and charging more, inferior qualities they are giving. So these kind of problems are there. For these kind of people, government has given one law, that is Consumers Protection Act 1986. This also we have talked in the previous video, right? So if any consumer is suffering or having any problem, so he should be aware of his rights. Okay, so that is his responsibility to have the awareness about its right, and he must file a complaint against that business or businessman. Only then he can get justice. Okay. So in this class we will study that what are the reliefs and remedies are available, what can be done by the decision committee, so on. And next topic we will study that redressal agencies under the Consumer Protection Act 1986, means which agencies have been established by the government which are working for the consumers right. Okay, and how is it working? Well, let's talk about these remedies and reliefs which are available to the consumers on complaints filed by them. Definitely, if consumers doesn't come forward, they don't lodge their complaint, so how the government is going to solve their problem? How these committees are going to solve their problems? So they have to lodge their complaints first, then that will be attended. Well, the reliefs which are available, first one is removal of defects from the good. Well, certain goods are there and these are defective. So first the businessman will try to remove its defect. That was the problem only, so they will remove the defect. Second one, placement of the goods. If the defect is like that, the problem is like that which can't be removed, so they have to replace the goods. So this remedy is also available. Then refund of the price. Well, if both the things are not available, in some cases they have to, the customer is not satisfied with the product, so we will return that and businessman has to pay the money back. Okay, so refund policy. Then compensation of loss or injury suffered. Well, we have studied regarding various things, means protection is also necessary, and whatever they have mentioned, the qualities, the features they have explained, so one should have. If one is not having and one got lost due to this product, some injuries are there or any other kind of loss is there, so that must be compensated by the business. Okay, so they have this right to have the compensation. Then removal of deficiencies in service. Well, if it is a service, not the goods, so certain problems, certain deficiencies are there, drawbacks are there, so they have to remove all these deficiencies ko hatana hoga. Next we have discontinuance of unfair trade practices. Well, one business is not following the ethics and unfair trade practices are going on, so he has to stop all these activities. Discontinuance of that. Next is stopping the sale of hazardous goods. Hazardous goods means which are not safe. Okay, so one has to stop selling these kind of goods, means no goods will be sold in the market which are problematic for the consumers, and hazardous goods are there. Next is telling that withdrawal of hazardous goods from market. Well, suppose you have supply some mobiles or some electronic items which are creating problem to the customers in any of the way. So if you have supplied, so you have to take all the back, you have to search and you have to take all the items back from the consumers. So that is also, this remedy is also available. Then payment of adequate cost of grieved party. Grieved party means the person who has suffered the grievances, they have filed the complaint. Okay, now as they have filed the complaint, so what could be done in this case? Because you are already sufferer, you have faced the problem, so payment of adequate a sort of compensation will be paid. So payment of adequate cost of grieved party. Next is to pay any amount not less than 5% of the value of defective goods or deficient services provided, defective services and goods you have provided, to be credited to consumers welfare fund. It's telling that not less than 5%, mean minimum 5% of the amount of that particular goods which has created problem or the defective goods and services. So that must be deposited in the consumers welfare fund. Okay, or any other organization person to be utilized in prescribed manner, whatever they have mentioned. Okay, so they have to deposit, means business has to deposit in this account. Well, next we have to issue corrective advertisement to neutralize the effect of a misleading advertisement. Suppose one business is following this practice and continuously misleading advertisements they are giving, and consumers got confused because of that. If somebody filed case against those one, so they should advertise the things like that its effect, the previous advertisement's effect will be neutralized. Okay, that they have to do. Next and last one, they are telling to pay adequate cost of appropriate party. Well, the party who is the sufferer, of course, so they have to pay the adequate amount to them. Adequate cost of the thing means the sufferer, the party who has suffered the loss or any problem they have faced, and this is also a kind of compensation. Okay, so all these reliefs and remedies were available in the Consumers Protection Act 1986. Alright students, well now we have certain, you can see in your book page number 538, certain questions are there. Who is a consumer? When or under what circumstances can the complaints be filed, so and so. So 7 questions they have given. Go through all the questions properly. If you will have a spare time in this video, so I will take, otherwise you must go through it. Okay. Well, our next topic is that's redressal agencies under the Consumer Protection Act 1986 and their jurisdiction. Well, it's telling students redressal agencies, the party who is the sufferer, grievances. So, what kind of remedies are available to them? This we have done. Okay, so agencies who are dealing with all these problems, where we have to go for our complaint. If I'm a sufferer, so where to go? At what level I have to go? Okay, and what is their jurisdiction? Means at what level? If I'm here, I have certain problems, so where should I go? As we have the different agencies, so we will study. Well, this is 3-tier consumer grievances. Okay, they are telling that 3-tier consumer grievances machinery under the Consumer Protection Act 1986. Okay, so what is this 3-tier grievances agencies? That is, they have 3 agencies at the different level, from lower to the top one. As first the district comes, then state comes, and then the nation comes. Okay, so one is at the district level, another one is at state level, and then finally that's on the national level. So we have the different names. The first one is and the name suggests what we are going to do in this. So the first one is district forum, second one is state commission, and third one is national commission. Okay, so let's discuss one by one what this district forum is telling. Well, here district forum consists of president and 2 members of this committee. Well, this president will be a retired or working judge of the district court. Okay, it's very easy to understand and to learn. See, this is the district forum working on the district level. So 1 president and 2 members will be there. Okay, now from where the president will be there, who is heading this committee? The president will be डिस्ट्रिक्ट जज। डिस्ट्रिक्ट फोरम में डिस्ट्रिक्ट जज होगा, either retired judge or the working judge. Okay, and this agency deals with the small amount. If your complaint is less than 20 lakhs, if your compensation is less than 20 lakh, then it is done here. Okay, well, it is telling here, I'm reading it for you. District forum consists of a president and 2 other members. The president can be retired or working judge of district court. They are appointed by the state government, the senior one. The complaints for goods or services worth rupees 20 lakh or less can be filed in this agency. The agency sends the goods for testing in laboratory if required and gives decision on the basis of facts and laboratory report. All right. If the agreed party is not satisfied, see, this happens, I think people are aware of that. If I'm not satisfied with the judgment, so I can further apply it. Where to apply? The next step, that is state commission. Okay, so if the agreed party is not satisfied by the jurisdiction of the district forum, then they can apply, or they can file an appeal against the judgment in state commission within 30 days. Is that clear, students? If one is not satisfied with the judgment of the district forum, then they can apply to the state commission within 30 days, the next 30 days. All right. Well, next one is state commission. Well, students, here also this committee is consisting 2 members and 1 president. Again, the president is from, now this is on the state level. Okay, so this is who comes, like which court comes on the state level. Here the president will be from high court, working, he can be a working or the retired high court judge. Okay, so this person will be heading the committee. And the little more amount, if the compensation amount is more than 20 lakh but less than 1 crore, so these kind of appeals can be filed in this state commission. Okay, so it consists of a president and at least 2 other members. The president must be a retired or working judge of the high court. They all are appointed by state government. The complaints for the goods worth more than 20 lakh and less than 1 crore can be filed in state commission, or receiving complaints, the state commission contacts the party against whom the complaint is filed and send the goods for testing in laboratory if required. Well, that's very true, students. It's not that once you have filed the complaint, so blindly they will decide. And this is a procedure which takes place in the courts generally. Well, they will verify the thing, they will, here we are talking about the goods and services, okay. So they will test the goods properly, they will send it in the laboratory, then they will decide either party is right, okay. Quite possible here the applicant is not satisfied. In that case, he can further apply for this judgment, for this in the next court within 30 days. And where to apply? The next level is the national level, and they apply in the that is Supreme Court or central government. It is applying, agreed party is not satisfied with the judgment, then they can file an appeal at in national commission within 30 days. Okay, so next level is your national commission, so they can apply to the national commission. And national commission, as it is the top one, and if one is not satisfied with the decision of the national commission, then they apply to the Supreme Court. Okay, note here. I hope it is clear, students. District forum and state commission. District is on the district level, state is on the state level. They are up to 20 lakh, and here 20 lakh to 1 crore. One president and 2 members, and in the state commission also 1 president and 2 members. Okay, and if they are not satisfied, they pass it on to the next one. Well, next and the last one is your national commission. Here also they are consisting 1 president and 4 members instead of 2. Now 4 members are there, and if the the amount of the complaint is more than 1 crore, that goes here. So national commission consists of a president and 4 members, one of whom shall be a woman. This is also important in all the cases, students. In all these 3, I have missed that. So one person should be a woman, and they are appointed by the central government. Well, these two, the previous one, they were appointed by the state government, but here the National Commission, these were appointed by the central government. The complaint can be filed in National Commission if the value of the goods exceeds 1 crore. On receiving the complaint, the National Commission informs the party against whom complaint is filed and sends the goods for testing if requires and gives judgment. The same procedure, students, as they get the complaint. So that's the duty of this judgment committee. They inform against whom the complaint has been filed. Otherwise, how they will be knowing? The legal notice they send to them, and they send the goods for the testing. Only after these kind of things they give their judgment. If aggrieved party is not satisfied with the judgment, then they can file a complaint in Supreme Court within 30 days. I hope it is clear. Well, in first two, they were passing to the next one if they were not satisfied. Within 30 days, they were passing to the next one. And here, if they are not satisfied within 30 days, they were passing to the Supreme Court, okay, the apex court of our country. Well, we have discussed all these three redressal agencies. Now we will do the comparison. In fact, I have just told you the comparison here also. But here they have given systematically on the different bases. So let's talk. The first one is composition, what it is containing. Well, the district one, it consists of a president and 2 other members, and one of the member has to be a woman, okay. And the state commission also the same thing is there. It consists of a president and not less than 2 other members. Not less than 2 other members means more can be there. One of the member has to be a woman. And now next, National Commission. It consists of a president and at least 4 members, and one of the member has to be women. Means 1 president and 4 members should be there, and in these 4 members at least 1 female candidate should be there. Well, next basis of the difference is who can be a president, okay. So we have discussed that a working or retired judge of the district court, and they are from the high court, and here the judge should be of the Supreme Court, okay. Now appointment of a president. The president is appointed by the state government. In first two, that's appointed by the state government on the recommendation of the selection committee. State commission के बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं. The president is appointed by the state government after consultation with the chief justice of the high court, okay. Now national commission, the president is appointed by the central government after consultation with the chief justice of India. Well, the first one, he was appointed by the state government and on the recommendation of the selection committee, and second one was on the recommendation of high court judge, high court not judge, and the national commission, these were with the consultation, after consultation with the Supreme Court. Now jurisdiction, entertain complaints where the value of the goods and services doesn't exceed 20 lakhs, and in the state commission 20 lakh to 1 crore, and on national commission if the price is more than 1 lakh rupees, okay, that will be entertained. Next and last one is appeal against orders. What kind of? Now district, any person who is aggrieved by the order of the district forum, means where they can appeal further if one is not satisfied with the decision where they have filed the case. Like if here we are talking about the district level, okay, the first one. So any person who is aggrieved by the order of district forum can appeal against such order to the state commission within 30 days. All right. And state commission, if one is not satisfied with the decision of state commission, then in next 30 days he can apply to the national commission. These all things we have done. And the last one is national commission. So here any person who is aggrieved by the order of the national commission can appeal against such order to the Supreme Court within 30 days. Only cases where value of the goods or services exceeds 1 crore can file appeal in Supreme Court. Is that clear, students? So that's very simple and clear. This is, they have given the name 3-tier consumer grievances machinery is there. The first one is your district forum, then state commission, and then national commission. All right. So Students, our next topic is role of consumer organizations and NGOs. And I tell you, this has been deleted from your syllabus. You might be feeling happy. Your syllabus has been reduced. So that's all for today and in this chapter and of course in your syllabus. So today we have finished the syllabus of your business study. Alright students? So just go through all the questions. I'm taking one question so you will have an idea how they have explained. Here the question is, so students, we are talking about who is consumer. Well, according to the Consumer Protection Act, a consumer is one who buys goods or hires services for some value. Of course, they are paying and they are availing the services and goods. Next one, any user of such goods or beneficiary of service with approval of the buyer. And third one, anyone who uses the goods bought or services hired for earning livelihood by self-employment. So that way they have given certain questions. Although we know who is a consumer, but they have given the technical language so you can understand better. And why am I telling you students? You know that we have MCQ and you know, 1 mark question can be there from all these. They can give you one statement and you have to identify which definition is this, and this is regarding your consumers and all. Okay, so here also if I take one this, for example, anyone who uses the goods bought or services hired for earning livelihood by self-employment. So they are talking regarding whom? So they are talking regarding consumers. Okay, so that way all the points, all the concepts should be clear to you. Okay, so you must go through all these questions. Well students, that's all in this chapter and in your syllabus. Don't take the things lightly and go through all the chapters properly, learn all the topics, and you know, case studies are very important. You have to do that also. In fact, we will be discussing in the classroom, but for those who are staying at home,